I just tried making this video and using this as an introduction to the middle pillar. There really wasn't enough time in the video, so I'm going to do a video just on the introduction to the middle pillar. And before I go into that, I just wanted to go over something I overlooked. In the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, in the beginning, the Kabbalistic Cross, I told you to grow your astral body. But I never really explained what that meant, how to do it, or anything, really, for that matter. I assumed that if you're watching this, you had at least a little bit of occult knowledge and the drive to go research some of this on your own. So, to clear things up, when I said grow your astral body, you're doing it in here. You're closing your eyes, you're keeping your eyes open, however it works for you, and visualizing yourself growing very, very tall, past your house, past the sky, past the planet, till you encompass the center of the universe. Now, a lot of you might be asking, well, if you're just telling yourself to see this, where's the magic? You're just telling yourself to see something, and telling yourself to feel something, feeling it, and then coming on camera and telling us that it works. Seems a bit crazy. But that's exactly what magic is. Magic's roots of power are in the imagination. Proactive visualization. You are visualizing something happening, and it is having a physical impact on reality. Now, at first, it will seem as a coincidence. But when, like I said, you're doing this every day, the coincidences start to pile up. And it becomes a little hard to blame it on coincidence anymore. When you start to ponder, what is a coincidence for that matter? A lot of people think that magical success is either some kind of instantaneous reaction, where you're going to hold out your hand and send bolts of lightning to kill your enemy, or in terms of evocation, putting yourself in a magical situation that you have no control over at all whatsoever. And it's a matter of fact, the latter, that explanation seems to be the standard for how people measure up their results in magic. If they are able to produce a strange occurrence that they have little or no control over. And if they can do that, they feel that they have mastered the arts and dare to call themselves magicians. And to them, shame on you. Magic, when it's most successful, you will be in control over every aspect of the situation. I'll repeat that. Magic, when it's most successful, will be when you are in control over every aspect of the situation. And no matter how hard you try, it's never going to be instantaneous. The best you can hope for is what I call the AIM of magic, the AIM, almost instant manifestation, which could be anything. pretty much you're proactively visualizing something happening, and it happens rather quickly, either the same day or the next day. And that's powerful stuff, because usually when you're trying to do something like that, it could take weeks, months. If you're not good at what you're doing, it could even take years. And that's the truth of the situation. Whenever I tell you to visualize something, when you're drawing the pentagrams with your physical hand, and I tell you to visualize a very bright blue line as you're drawing them, and then as you intone the God name, visualize the pentagram become a flame. That's all in here. You visualize it in your head, with your eyes open, with your eyes closed, however it works best for you. Because whatever systems, whatever techniques I apply for my magical work might not have the same results on your magical work. You might find an entirely different system to be more to your liking. For that matter, females generally tend to love the shit out of Wicca. Why? Because it's a feminine-based religion. It empowers women. It makes them feel very strong because it puts women at the head of their gods, their deities. Even though the horned one, the masculine god of, well, that's pagan, I think I'm getting into, but I do believe Wicca has something like that too, but is masculine. Most of their gods are all feminine and have to do with feminism, fertility, and stuff like that. And there's a lot of truth behind that, because even in the Kabbalah, the feminine counterpart is considered to be very, very important. And that could be seen in the name of God, Yad-He-Vav-He. Yad stands for male superior, which doesn't mean males are superior, because there's a female superior, and that's He, the first He. But Yad and He, Yad and He superior, represent masculine and divine feminine. Divine masculine and divine feminine. The aspects, the archetype of what that means. While Vav and the inferior He stand for the inferior male and the inferior female, as we exist here in physicality, our physical needs. What's interesting to note here is that from superior to inferior, the male changes from Yad to Vav. Now, in female, from superior to inferior, doesn't change at all. In both cases, it's He, and means two different things. He superior stands for water, and He inferior stands for earth. What does all this mean, though? Well, that's a deep mystery that I probably need a lot more time than I have in this video to go over, but in general, that means that the female feminine energy is constant. Between the upper and lower, there is no real difference. Which could be a bad thing, could be a good thing. I tend to think it's a fatal flaw in the design schematic of women. It tends to be, while they are more mature at a young age, but at the same time they're not. That's the truth. Women my own age nowadays are about as smart as a 14-year-old. Oh, most women my own age these days, about 80% I'd say, are completely fucking stupid. And what's sad is their 14-year-old counterparts have more maturity than them. For the time being. In 2 years from then, they'll be just the same. All women usually, I think that has to do with media and what gets shoved down our throats, but they get stuck at 16 for quite a good amount of time. There are a lot of exceptions to this, so I'm not trying to dog females in general. And we're just as bad, don't get me started on men. If not worse. But a lot of females try to say that men are just these cheating, egotistical assholes, but you guys are just the same. We're all human. We all have flaws. And every single human is an egotistical asshole. There's no way around that. And they're all hormonal, and we all like to fuck. We need to come to peace with these things, instead of trying to deny them, saying they're dirty. Because that's the foundation of what we are. It might not be good, but denying it hasn't gotten us anywhere. So maybe accepting it and learning from it, learning how to control it, maybe that is the next step. Food for thought. And one way, and one tool we have in this, is the middle pillar. The middle pillar is a ritual where you take 5 divine power centers in your body, located at the crown, the throat, the solar plexus, the genitalia, and the soles of the feet, and you open them up. Now your middle channel has just been cleansed from the lesser banishing ritual. So now in the middle pillar we open up this middle channel and we begin to fill it with the natural energies that were meant to fill it. Over the course of our lives, these channels have been blocked and manipulated by advertising, thoughts of what's expected of us, thoughts of good and evil, as well as our own thoughts on ourselves, our own fears, our own misguidings, our own insecurities, and a myriad of other things that play their role in making you what you are today. And what that is they are trying to make every single person on Earth exactly the same. And they're finding out that they're having an extremely hard time doing this, while a lot of people are turning into subhuman troglodytes. And if you look around, that's very, very obvious. Just look around. 7 out of 10 of my friends are either mentally unstable or on a path to becoming less than human. Gluttonous, evil, self-serving, don't care who they have to step over to get to the top. And it's sad. I used to be one of those people. No more. And it's all because of this ritual. The ritual of the middle pillar. I'll be going over that in the next video. Have a good day. Make sure you click that like button. I could use the support. It makes me feel better about myself.